YouTube, this is Retta. I know it's been like a week since my last reading. My last reading was on, 2018 in general, which I named the High Priestess. That's the energy. So, a lot of things are going to be hidden, a lot of sensationalism for us, for public opinion in 2018. Also, be wary of, especially if you're going overseas, some type of terrorist attack, stuff like that. So that's like 2018. Okay, now I'm going into, this is the Trump monthly reading. So this is for January. So this month's energy again is the Empress for this month of January. So in general, with the Empress, there's going to be a lot of sex this month, a lot of baby making this month, especially here up north in the cold. We're in the cold season. It's freezing up here, and a lot of other places, to the north. So there's going to be a lot of sex this month. Also, be wary of your spending. I gave this advice a few months ago, which was the Empress again. I believe it was in November was the Empress. So we're going to kind of see that energy again this month. So be wary of your spending and don't get stuck on New Year's resolutions. Kind of look at, New Year's from a different perspective. Don't get stuck on these ideas of New Year's resolutions. As for Trump, the energy for the Empress is that he's probably going to be a little toned down, this month. Because, he is the Emperor. I'm using this deck today, which is the Stretch Tarot. I think I've used it once. So this is like a new deck for me to use. So his energy is going to be kind of calmer this month. The Empress energy is kind of going to mellow him out. The women in his life will probably be more front stage, probably Melania, maybe even Ivanka. Will be more front stage, more nurturing. There will be like a nurturing side. Also, in regards to, the Empress likes indulgence and stuff like that. So let's think of bills or things that are in the budget for this month in the government, because this month will be a lot of spending. Let's see. And also, things might get stuck this month, probably in the government too. Things will get stuck. Things need to be looked at from a different perspective, a different point of view, or ideas and things can be stuck. There may be travel for Trump again this month, because the World card is a card of traveling or end of something. So we might see the end of something this month. Also might be some traveling. So what I'm going to do is like I normally do. So this is Trump for January. I'm going to draw 3 cards to see kind of what's in his head. Then 3 cards underneath that to see what's going on with the job. And then 3 cards after that will be like what's going on with his family. So let's see. Whoops, these cards. Well, hopefully I can read these cards well. I know I wanted this deck for such a long time, but I don't really use it too much. So I think I've used it once. So what I'm going to do now, this is for Trump. I'm going to draw 3 cards. This is what's on his mind. One day I got to do a question and answering thing, because I know people have a lot of questions in regards to why I, draw from in the middle of the deck randomly and stuff like that. So I would love to answer it, questions like that. So one day I'll do a live session, which, we'll just talk about tarot. Okay, and this is his family. Let's see. So what's going on in his mind is that he's feeling, here's the Hangman upside down. Yeah, so this is the Hangman upside down. So, the hangman usually means, which is part of this month, which is the Empress, which has the hangman, which means like kind of being stuck sometimes, seeing things in a new perspective. With his being reversed, it's like he knows what he wants, but other things are stopping him. He's not stopping himself. Other things have kind of tied him down, and he's got to kind of seek a way. He's got to kind of seek a way. He's feeling kind of vulnerable. He's feeling like there's blockages. That's what's holding him back, is things are blocking his path to get where he wants to get. Things are blocking his path, and he got some of it down where, but there's still something blocking his movements, and his feet are blocked. But he's not in any like discomfort. He's not stressed, but he is in a vulnerable position, or he feels he's in a vulnerable position with him being naked. And this is the Seven of Wands. So this is saying valor, valor. He's feeling like a match needs to be, brought on. A match needs to be brought on that, his pride. It's his pride. A lot of people don't think that he's really into this American idolization. He really is. In this card, you can see it as a serviceman, the red, white, and blue, and he has respect for those in the armed services. But there might be some movement going with the armed services. So we need to, watch our men. Our men overseas, our people overseas, because there's going to be some movement that has to do with our armed services, some movement, also this big sun could be something in regards to China. When I look at this sun, I'm looking at China. So maybe China, he's seeing something in China, and there's something blocking everything, but he's looking at something in China. But I do see some movement going forth in regards to our military people overseas, our American military. New prosperity, the ace of coins. So it also might be even a new light to enlist in the service, new opportunities coming forward, new ideas and agenda that has to do with the military. Things that have to do with wealth have to do with the military, maybe going forth on some military action in regards to wealth or something like that. That's on his mind. Let's see what is in the business. Okay, so here it is, the Five of Cups. There's some disappointment going on in the White House in regards to him, his business, where he sees it going. He finds he's very disappointed. I always look at this as there's some sadness, some even some depression, a very much disappointment in regards to what's going on with his peers in the White House, stuff like that. Also is that there's a lot of conflict. So they're making, the choices are being hard to make because there's a lot of conflict still within the White House. Like it showed here, his movements, not being able to move, he's vulnerable, his feet are tied still, his movements, things are blocking him. That's what I'm seeing here too with the Two of Swords. It's like things are being hid from him, he's not able to see everything. Things are being hid from him. His ability to birth new ideas or new agendas is being kind of crossed. I always look at this too as like a double cross. So there is some double cross going on. There's something also going on with the head aspect. The head aspect as in swords and the head in the thought process. So there could be some kind of things not going right in the head area with Trump right now. I don't understand what that means right now, but it kind of looks, you know, I always worried about, I know months ago I talked about, you know, he had to really be careful what he drank and stuff like that, because there was a possibility of someone putting something in, you know, his drinks or something. We might see in the workplace. So there's a lot of conflict going on, a lot of sadness. Also, you know, it's saying the strength. So this is the Nine of Wands. So, you know, this is also, you know, holding one's ground, you know, ready for action, holding one's ground. So even though there's conflict, he's still trying to hold his ground, and he still has some allies. He still has some allies. He has some allies way back, but he has some main people that are standing right along with him. It might be three people. One that's like right next to him, but two other that's in the background that kind of has his back. The other people kind of have his back way back, but he's on the defense. He's still on defense in regards to his actions. I see this blood. To me, this looks like blood. I don't know if this is going to have to do with the military or some type of military action. We might have to really look out for some military action or something. Because this is showing, is standing in one's strength. A lot of conflict. So this is like, we'll see what else that means. Okay, in the family, recognition. So there's some victories in the family, you know, some recognition, some victories. I see also, I think him and his wife are doing better this month. Yeah. The Ten of Cups. Him and his wife, him and Melania are doing better this month. They're having a more passionate sexual relationship. I know you guys don't want to know. I don't want to know that either. But yes, they are. And everything's going well within, you know, him, his wife, and his son. Also, this is the Hierophant. So there's also someone that is, he's finding counsel in someone, someone wise, it also might, some counsels. So he's seeking some counsel with someone wise, is providing him counsel, not only, you know, not really towards his family, but more towards structure and, you know, structure, law. Hierophant is all about like law and order and stuff like that. So also he's seeking counsel from like a woman that's somewhere in law and order. So let's see, what does this have to do? I'm trying to figure out what that has to do. The King of Pentacles, yes, that's him. I think, look at this. This is movement. I think there's going to be some type of military movement or something this month. I feel that there's going to be some military movement this month. And that's going to require a strength. I think that it's conflict that, you know, he's kind of, he has to be careful that he's not being double-crossed and that he's not seeing everything clearly, and he's being told too many different things. And I think he's sad about this military movement, but, you know, there's a blockage going on, and he feels in order to stop the blockage, there has to be some military movement or a military initiative. It's going to come fast, this military movement. It's going to come fast. It's going to come fast. All the military people want this action. There may be some deaths happening with this military action. I'm seeing blood. I see his son. I see that his wife and his son, they may travel. Remember I said there was some traveling in? There may be some traveling that includes his wife and his son. Yeah. I think there's going to be some type of military action going on. There's going to be some type of maybe military action. It's going to happen quickly, swiftly. It could be off of some conflict. So something could start that makes us have this military conflict or whatever, but I know it's on his mind. Something has came to pass. Also something in regards to China. For some reason I'm seeing China with this and them blocking our movement or something. So he has many choices to make, many choices, and whatever choices that he does make, he's going to keep us here at home in mind, and they're going to be productive this month. Whatever choices he makes, they're going to be productive. Also, there's that Queen of Wands again. She's always showing up. So there's going to, the Queen of Wands, there's going to be a voice of their opinion, probably on the other side, that's going to, voice their opinion, show some worry, talk bad about whatever action is going on. Maybe even children, mothers and children. Oh, the poor mothers and children. So I feel like somebody on the opposite side, maybe a liberal person, someone that's going to speak and talk about it and bring in a lot of concerns about what Trump's doing. And they're going to focus on the children, the mothers, the children. They're going to try to cause a lot of worry and stress in regards to whatever action that's going to be. Also, remember, I said that overseas, we got to be careful as Americans that we are going to be, the energy this is for us to be targeted. So I don't know what's going on. Something is going on militarily. I don't know what's going on, but there is thoughts. His thoughts are on the military right now and something new, going forth on something to gain something prosperous, something tangible, something that's worth something. So that's the end of this reading. But things between him and his wife are good. He's getting some counsel from a woman that's like legal, who knows the laws or something. She's like a wise woman. So he's getting counsel from that, and she's probably someone he perceives that's close to his family. But also there's some conflict going on. Things aren't going right in the White House. Things are being limited for him. But I do see that there's going to be some type of conflict going on, and it's going to come fast, and it's going to be his guidance. They're going to tell, he's going to make the word to go forth on some type of military action. So that's the reading that I got for January. I don't really understand it, but give me your guys' thoughts. Talk to you guys later. Bye.